Want me to put this up towards the front?
One moment.
Okay.
You're good with that first.
Okay. So pretty much if I'm anywhere here on the screen, I'm all right? All right.
Try to project.
It's fine. This is pretty short term. I told the girls that I was gonna do another one at home, just with ScreenFlow and actually screen capture everything so that, you know. The goal is to put the stuff on YouTube so that when somebody first joins, they can literally just go through a set of videos to get this part done, and then make the beginner class almost like a next step advanced class, like a first step of an advanced class. Because right now, all this is really just group setup. So we're all logged in here. Obviously, stop me at any point if you have any questions. This is, you know, really informal.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So everybody with the same screen here, right? Profile. This is where all our business is done on the Edge control panel. And this is where all your stats are tracked. So my screen looks just like yours, but you can hide that, or you can go and check out even reports from there. Yeah, this is stuff we don't normally cover in class. I'm just gonna let everything get set up. Like if you ever wanted to come over and check out your production, or, you know, if you bring people over, you want to look at your profit share, the stuff adds up every couple, the reports update, I want to say like once every 30 or 45 days or something like that. Hoping to see 3 people in here, but I can just still show 1 though. All good?
You got in there through leads, did a profit sharing?
From here, I went through, you just go back, you're on the home page, right?
Right.
And you went to here, view full report. You can, from view full report, you can pretty much check out a ton of stuff. And it's not just you. Like I first went on here when I first got into the business just to like look and see like what other people do.
Oh, I'm half scared because I clicked on something they got billed for and I have no idea what it was, so.
Oh, that, when you initially set up the market leader?
I was just trying to figure out what everything was doing and I was just clicking around and all of a sudden I get a
Well,
bill.
there's nothing in here, don't worry, that is work that has any cost to it.
You just
But-
had to see what other people are doing, how would you look that?
Like I'll go into like the rankings here,
Oh, okay.
and I'll go to like, you know, top regions, top producers, top associates year to date, GCI. And just to sort of, like I think one of the things that really helped me when I first started was believing that it's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just that it's like, that it's not like, obviously, many people fail, right? But I was just like, the people who succeed, like, who are they? What do they do? And pretty much from the start, I just emulated what they did. That's it.
Right.
And not just learned what they did, actually went out and did what they did. That's the big difference. Actually doing and not just learning, you know? So, they actually, the one agent that, like Steve was talking about, Ben Kinney, he's a guy that I went on, I watched all his videos on YouTube, you know, these are like hour-long presentations that he's done and whatnot. And one of the things that he says is every good agent is always doing R&D, you know, and in a big company, R&D is research and development. In real estate, it's rip off and duplicate, you know. See what the other people are doing, rip it off, and duplicate it. Do it for yourself.
That's what it says in here. Does everybody have?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, it
I
says
probably
that
read
in
that
here.
20 months into the business right now. I've read that book at least 10 times.
Yeah,
I mean, I literally have it, it sits next to me, and now I'm at the point where I don't read it cover to cover. I just,
yeah. Use it as like a reference.
yeah, it's a reference guide. You know, every once in a while you go back to it, you look over a certain section, and you experience something in the time that you were here that you go, that didn't make sense before I started doing business, it makes sense now. Or that didn't make sense before I thought about wanting to hire an admin or have a team, but it makes sense now, you know? So really, the key to all that is just getting started, right? So we're all here at the main screen here. We're going to get our profiles to 100%. So we're going to click on profile. And all the information you want or that you need to enter for your profile, okay, all of it is only in 2 sections. The white pages or the referrals. That's it. All the My Lead stuff, the IDX management stuff, all right, don't touch that for right now. Profiles, get your profile to 100% is only in 2 spots. White pages and referrals. So if there's anything that we go over today that, like a lot of people, putting your headshot, that's in the white pages. So a lot of people, when they first come to this class, like, oh, I haven't gotten a headshot done yet. I want you to remember that it's just these 2 sections so that after class, when you have your headshot, you can just quickly go back in and enter it.
Yeah, I'm stuck at 81 because I looked at the videos and I followed everything, but I really, there's something that's popping up, for Java when I try to put my headshot on there.
Yes.
And it's like blocking me and it won't let me do it. So
Okay.
that's why I needed to come here today because I really think,
So
I
what
don't know if that's
browser
gonna
are you
make up
using?
the other 20%.
It's not the other 20, but it is a portion.
Okay,
So the biggest problem that people have when they go in to use Java is that their browser is not really the best with Java. So I use Safari here for mostly everything. Safari and Java stink. So when I go to load people's headshots or photos, I use Mozilla Firefox.
yeah, but I don't have a, I don't have an Apple computer, so I don't know.
But,
You can
do you have a PC?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do Firefox.
Yeah.
Just download
It's
Firefox.
just, all it is
Yeah.
is an internet browser.
Right.
So at all times, I have on my computer Safari, which, let's just say you had a PC, that's Internet Explorer, you know, equivalent,
Okay.
Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox. I always have those 3 browsers. I'm not using 3 different internet searches at the same time, but some websites work, and it's not just a Keller Williams thing, some websites work better with Google Chrome, some websites work better with Firefox.
Okay.
You'll find that if you use Firefox for anything that needs Java, you're going to get a much better response. So whenever I load someone's headshot for them onto the KW stuff, I'll get out of this and I'll go into Firefox.
Okay.
Is that the same when you're doing photos or trying?
No, well, I mean, yes, I do find that I have some glitches in Trend with Safari that I don't have when I use Firefox.
Okay.
All depends on how much time I have. Firefox is much better for the group picture upload.
Because my.
Trend, I end up having to go back to the basic uploader and selecting photo, photo, photo. Just all depends on how much time I feel like spending on it. I use Firefox for other stuff too when I do, like if I'm building a website and I want to know the type of sites that I want to rank against, Firefox has a plugin that, I don't know if this plugin will show up right now, but it's slightly off topic for this class, but let's just say I wanted to look at, I don't know. This, I don't even have. So I have a little plug-in here, and the goal of that plug-in, it's not even doing it here. Disable, enable. You know, we can go back and we can look at the different things on these sites that, you know, actually drive traffic. And that's like a plugin you can use through Firefox, but it doesn't work for other stuff. So I have Firefox for multiple reasons, but for this class, for this purpose, Java, to load anything, Firefox is much easier. So if you ever are not in this class and you need to get your profile to 100%, all right? Real simple, if you Google Keller Williams 100% profile, the top hit
Wow.
says, how do I get my profile score to 100%,
Wow.
right? And literally, it goes through and tells you
Wow.
the field names that you have to enter and how much percent they're worth. So notice, it shows you that you could enter a team name,
So what's the
but it's not
catch?
worth anything
That
because
means-
not everybody's on a team. So if you're at 81%, you can literally go through these two sections and say to yourself, oh, I'm at 81%, I'm missing 19%. Well, I have, I must be missing, now, you're missing your image, right?
And that's only.
So
10.
that's 10%. What a lot of people end up missing is like blog URL, or Twitter or Facebook, and they're like, oh, well, I don't have a blog. I'm like, well, you have to enter something. So whenever somebody doesn't have Facebook, and we'll get to this in just a second, but if you don't have Facebook, Twitter, or a blog, Keller Williams does have those sites generically for themselves as a company, right? So you can always enter their information in there to get your profile to 100%, okay? But, like I said, so if you're doing this by yourself, all you have to do is Google get my profile score to 100%, and there's your checklist right there.
What are the exact words again to put in Google?
Keller Williams 100% profile. And there are so many, I think that, this is a thing that, it's gonna seem obvious after I say it, but many people don't even think of it. Anything you wanna know about real estate, Keller Williams, anything, if you Google it, somebody has either already written an article about it, there's already 10,000 people commenting on a message board about it, there's already a YouTube video done about it, okay, anything. If you type it in, there will be somebody there that's going step by step, showing you how to get things done. So knowing that you know where to go and get a profile checklist, right? And knowing that the profile info is only found in these two sections, all right, white pages and referrals, now it's very simple to put the two together and get your profile to 100%. So first we're going to go into white pages. So I'm going to click edit just under white pages. So agent photo is up top. For right now, we're going to go through this, and I want everybody to make sure that they're entered correctly here. So first name, last name. Your designation is Realtor, unless you have other designations. Maybe you're a broker, maybe you're a certified distressed property expert, whatever you go for. Then the address here, this is a mistake a lot of people make, they enter their home address, okay? You're entering the office address.
Don't know who did that.
Did you do that?
No.
No?
I did it too by mistake, 'cause
It's a very common mistake. So the address for this office is 1814 Route 70 East. Way to go, blocking the camera, now nobody's ever gonna be able to see this.
Am I in the way?
You're fine.
No. I'd like to apologize in advance for all the people watching this. We have a large woman's head blocking all the view here. So 1814 Route 70 East, Suite 200, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08003. 08003, we're on the east side of Cherry Hill. So you have to have business phone number. That's the office phone number, 856-321-1212. You don't have to have a home phone number. If you notice, I've repeated my mobile number twice because I don't have a home phone. But you don't have to have a home phone number. You do have to enter a mobile number though. Is everybody at that point? Yeah? After we enter our mobile numbers, we have to get percentage points, enter our mobile carrier point, all right? So you have to enter your mobile number again, select your carrier, and then mine says reset mobile carrier, but if you were just doing this for the first time, you would enter your mobile number, select your carrier, and it would say validate phone number. You'd click validate phone number, it would send you a text message with a password. You enter the password into this, what would be a text block, and then click validate. Everybody good at that point? Yeah? Get a thumbs up overall, everybody? All right. Office fax number, 856-321-1414. Country, United States, gender, male, I'm a Mr. Here's a 5-point mark that many people, they always say, I don't know what to write, I'm just gonna leave this blank, all right? You have to write a biography, okay? Now, I get it, if you're brand new, you don't want to write, today's my first day in real estate, hope that you guys decide to use me and that somebody reads this down the line, because I haven't changed it in 4 years, and everything's all good, you know? Obviously, if you've been in real estate for a long time, you can write one of those bios that's like, with my 27 years of experience, yada, yada, yada. I just went with, since I was brand new, I put in a business quote, right? And then I wrote just underneath the quote, there's too much to know about me for a small bio to handle. Visit this website for more info. You don't have to say visit anything for more info. You could just put in a business quote. You have to have something there.
What is that website that you put in?
It's my blog. Uh-huh. So, I want everybody to give me a thumbs up after they've written a bio.
You want to do it right now?
I want you to do it right now.
Oh, jeez. Can I Google business quotes?
I want you to do it now because I know what happens. You don't do it
tell me
right.
if mine is bad.
You don't do it right now, you're gonna come back to me and you'll be like, I'm at 95%, I don't understand, where is that extra 5%? And I'm like, what's your bio say? Oh, yes, my bio. Can I tell you if yours is bad?
Well, not bad, but
Mine's a quote.
maybe something else would be better.
Yeah,
Is that cool?
that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Guys, anybody who thinks that they're gonna get 1 nickel of business from this bio, okay, it's not gonna happen, all right? Not 1 penny will be earned from that bio. So, you have to write it, But it doesn't have to be the most fantastic thing of all time. Now, after you've been in business and you sell $100 million in real estate, and you go back and change your bio to say something, fancy. But guess what? At that point, you probably got your own website that you paid some developer way too much money to build, and you drive people to that site.
Bless you.
Bless you. So, everybody give me a thumbs up when you got your bios, okay? These next 4 sections have to be entered, okay? So display URL for kw.com. My preference, which I think you should do also, is to write your name, first name dash last name. First name dash last name. This is the display URL for kw.com. This is where, if someone were to actually go and Google your name, and you had a unique enough name, like if someone Googles George Kelly, this page is on page billion, But if your name is, I don't know.
Rick Vaughn.
Yes. If your name is like Nicole McCauley, right? Or Lisa Wolshina, this page will probably be your first Google result. So for somebody like me, might not be that important. For somebody with a more unique name, this is a little more important. All right? So the reason why I have people write first name dash last name is because when you're looking at a URL, a search algorithm reads the dash as a space. So no one types their name, George Kelly. People would search George space Kelly. So I want the web to read it as kw.com/George-Kelly. All right? Facebook URL. Who here has a Facebook business page? All right? If you have a Facebook business page, I would recommend using that. If you don't have a Facebook business page, I would recommend putting in your personal page. If you don't want to use your personal page, all you have to type in here, just to get points, is all one word, Keller Williams Real Estate. All one word. If you type that into the Facebook URL section, you're good. What you're putting in here, if you have a personal page or a business page, is whatever comes after facebook.com/, if I go to Facebook here, I go to my business page, it says facebook.com/George Kelly Real Estate. You guys see that?
Say it. Oh, okay.
So in the URL up top,
Yeah.
it says facebook.com/George Kelly Real Estate. If I just put, now it adds like these extra things on because I've got it bookmarked, but if you didn't have it bookmarked, your URL would read just as George Kelly Real Estate. Okay? So that's all you're entering into this section. You're not spacing it, you're not writing www.facebook.com, just what comes after it. Question?
Maybe this is a totally different training session, but can you do business stuff on your personal page?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And you should have your own business page set up also.
Mhm. If I didn't do business stuff on my personal page, how would I get messages like this one here?
I thought that you weren't allowed to do business on Facebook. No.
It's one of your biggest ones.
Here we go, right
I
here.
have to have like a business page to do business.
Hey George, sorry about the random message, but my wife and I were thinking about looking into selling our home to purchase another one, but we really aren't too sure how the whole process works. We were wondering if there's something this is something we could talk to you about. We've not mentioned this to our parents yet, so if you don't mind just not saying anything until we figure it out. If I wasn't doing both, I wouldn't be getting messages like that. I get something like that at least once a month.
So if you don't have a business page set up yet, what should you put under Facebook?
Well, you should set up a business page.
Okay.
And if anybody wants to come, this Wednesday, 5:30 to 7:30, in Washington Township, at the Washington Township office. The Facebook class I did this month, I'm redoing it down there.
Which is what, setting up a business page on Facebook?
Way more than that.
Oh.
Setting up a business page, running ads, the daily system that I use to work my leads, scripts, websites that you can use that if you run an ad and you drive a lead to somewhere else, you know, all this stuff. I mean, how to set up, for example, I mean, this will be covered more in the class, right? But, so, if I'm running an ad on Facebook, right, I have to select a page to run the ad from, okay? So, if I'm selecting a page to run the ad from, I could select George Kelly Real Estate, right? And then the ad would be a sponsored story from George Kelly Real Estate. So everybody would go, oh, this is a realtor, you know, trying to sell a home here, okay? But if I create a page, don't share it with anybody, right? If I just create a regular page and I call it the Stratford, New Jersey Real Estate Report, okay? And then I put a post on this page and run the ad. Now, the page looks like the ad is coming from the Stratford, New Jersey Real Estate Report. It's not personally branded. And so when somebody clicks through this, okay, in the ad, they're taken to a landing page that says, what's your Stratford home worth now? Get your answer here. They Google their address, and it auto-populates the address as they're typing in, 24 Longwood Drive. They hit go, okay? And as soon as they hit go, I get pinged with an email that says, this address was searched on your page. They're then taken to another page that says, for a quicker, more exact response, enter your name, email, phone number. So, if they go through that step and they enter their name, email, phone number, I get a second email that says, the person who asked about this address entered their name, email, phone number. Now I know I've got somebody who really wants some detailed info. But if all they did was enter their address, they get to the second page and they say, I'm not entering the rest of this, I still know that somebody is looking for that address. So let's just say I was doing a targeted mailing campaign, right? Why would I want to send my mailers to 100 random addresses when I could send an 8x8 mailing campaign to the 100 addresses that were entered in here? Because there's a chance that if 100 people entered their information here, that at least 2 of them are actually looking to sell their home. Right? So it's not just about, oh, run an ad, capture somebody immediately. It's a way to filter down a farm area. It's a bit more complex than just, hey, go to Facebook, set up a business page. That's the easy part. But that is going to be part of the class, setting up a business page, working your personal profile, all that stuff. I mean, so if you go look through my personal profile, you know, there's some real estate stuff, but I get more stuff, people that that comment on, you know, with the Laurel Springs yard sale being rained out this morning, stuck with a bunch of stuff that we didn't get to sell. Here's the best items in case anybody wants them. Vintage dining room table, AKA Big Green. Pregnant wife, AKA Big Mean, free, other stuff, $1.50. All right? Post stuff like that, and you get interaction. All right? Because that's all I'm about, is interaction. And just remember, the key to this stuff, you know, look, I did an open house, I Instagrammed a pic from the finished basement. So it's life stuff, you know, and then real estate stuff. Life stuff, real estate stuff.
And that's your personal one, right?
This is my personal page I'm going through here. So, you know, pregnancy announcement, these things always get good responses. But when's the last time you saw somebody get 500, you know, responses? I have 1,200 friends. It means I get 120 comments and 500 likes. I had a 50% response rate. You know, how many? What other free platform can you get that type of exposure, right? And what we'll go through in the class is not just that type of stuff, but it's more my interaction with other people that has people interact with me. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about what I post. It's the fact that I'm always interacting with them. So once we have our Facebook URL, we go to our Twitter handle. I have a Twitter handle. I do 0.0 business off of it. Okay? You do not need a Twitter handle. I probably haven't checked that in a billion years. So if you don't have one, just type in this, KWRI. KWRI. There's no, I mean, I know like some talking heads would say, oh, you're just not spending enough time on it. Yeah, I'm not spending enough time on it. I figured out, and this is the key to anything in this business, pick your niche and drive it 1,000%. Twitter is not that for me. So, KWRI, and that's just Keller Williams Realty International, okay?
It's not caps or not?
It's all caps, but
Okay.
it's not really
KWRI.
a big deal. And then blog URL. I have my own blog that I write on, okay? But you can put, if you don't have a blog, blog.kw.com. And that, once again, takes you to Keller Williams' blog. So if anybody clicks on it, they're going to a nice pre-set up blog, not, hey, this is a blogger.com account I had 9 years ago when I was selling, you know, whatever.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
So back to Facebook, if you don't have a business page set up yet and you just want it to go to your personal page, you recommend that, or
Yeah, of course, I
so
mean,
what would you put there to get to your personal page?
whatever comes after Facebook.com. So if I'm
All you
on,
do is log in and
log in,
then
and then go to your actual personal page, your personal timeline, not your news feed, your timeline. Mine would be george.kelly.520. Whatever comes after facebook.com on your URL.
And you have to write that whole thing, or just what?
No, just what comes after.
Okay, sorry, I didn't understand.
It's okay. So we have our 4 sections set up here. You can, if you want, put a YouTube URL or a Google Plus account or a LinkedIn account. They are not required for your 100% profile. So scroll all the way down to the bottom now, all the way, go all the way to the bottom, and click Save. This is a very important thing. Save. I can't even tell you how many times we've run class and people are like, nothing's showing up here. I'm like, you didn't click Save. How did we spend all that time you didn't click Save? All right, so whenever you go into these white pages or into the referral section, it actually opens up a separate tab, okay? So You can literally just close that tab to get back to where we were originally at. All right? Is everybody here?
Yes.
Yep. Now we're going to go into my referrals. This is the second section that will put your profile at 100%. If you're on a team, you'd enter your team name here, okay? If you're not on a team, you don't have to enter anything. It's not worth any profile percentage points. Things you have to enter: specialties, designation, slogan. Yes, you have to have a slogan. So when I first started, I met with George Denny, and we were talking about slogans, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I could never have some catchphrase or whatever." I'm like, "That is so corny." I said, "The guy who has dominated my neighborhood for 25 years, he calls himself the household name in real estate." I'm like, doesn't that just sound so corny? And he's like, "Yeah, but you know it." And that's the key. Who cares what it sounds like? If you market it, people will remember it. All right? Now this section here, unlike the section we just filled out, that can be viewed through a public Google search, right? This is for KW Associates referrals only. The only people that are going to be seeing this are other Keller Williams agents.
The whole thing, all that.
Just this page, the referral section. The profile section will go into a public page. The referral section, just referrals.
Okay.
So, I know that mine isn't set up like this, but I'll give you some tips. Let's say that you are an agent in North Jersey, and you have a client that says, "I want to move to Haddon Heights," okay? And you're searching through the referral systems here, all right? Who are you most likely to select? The person whose slogan is, "Your #1 Haddon Heights agent," and they only have one town that they specialize in, Haddon Heights? Or, and their specialties say residential real estate, Haddon Heights neighborhood specialist? Or are you going to select the person who says Camden County, South Jersey residential real estate? I mean, mine is set up terribly, and I'll be the first one to admit it. And I can fix it right now, but I sort of almost keep it now as an example. But I'll tell you from personal experience, I went to send a referral to someone in North Jersey. My friend told me the town that they wanted to sell in. And I was going through a bunch of agents' referral stuff, and it was like, "You're a Monmouth County agent." And I'm like, that's great. What freaking county is my friend's town in, though, And when somebody says you're a Monmouth County agent, Monmouth County is huge. I don't know if they really know that town that well, or if they're somebody who's great 10 towns over. So if you have a farm and you want to specialize in it, okay, you're not going to do a ton of referral business unless you're really actively working that, give and take network. But if you're looking to grab maybe a referral a year from somebody who's highly specific, got a client going to X area, that's a way to stand out from other people. Okay? So you have to enter specialties, you have to enter designation, you have to have a slogan. And before we click city service areas, in the referral notes, I put, "For more information on referrals, please contact me at," my email. You could add your phone number, you could put whatever you want. You could put the percentage that you're going to refer, whatever you think might get somebody to click, or call, or email, whatever. So after we have these, okay, before you click city service areas, after we have these, I want you to scroll down and save.
You want us to put a slogan in now?
Yes, I want you to put a slogan
How
in
do we
now.
come up with one?
What's your farm? Hmm? What town did you grow up in?
Delran.
Delran, are you gonna try and work Delran? Do you know a lot of people in
Wherever
Delran?
I can work.
No, I understand that, yes, and I will work wherever I can work either, but
That's the thing, like, I don't wanna be pigeonholed to, you know, a certain, you know, that won't.
I have listings right now in Mantua. I grew up in Stratford. I do a decent amount of business there. I have listings in Mantua, I have multiple listings in Medford, I have listings in Cherry Hill, Mount Laurel. I mean, these are nowhere near Stratford,
Right.
all right? But I'm certainly not going to pass up my bread and butter because,
Right.
you know. And don't get it twisted. You don't have to farm the town you grew up in. I'm just saying, if you're an agent, you're just starting, and you grew up around here, you'd be silly not to at least start working your network that you've been cultivating pretty much your entire life. And from there, okay, you build out from there. Not everybody who lives in Stratford has all their family that lives in Stratford. All right? I list a house in Stratford and maybe somebody from Cherry Hill wants to buy it. And they've got to sell their house. Next thing you know, I've got a listing in Cherry Hill. Then so you do a deal with somebody in Stratford, their mom needs to sell their house. Now you've got a deal in Mantua. You know, it snowballs like that. But don't feel like by saying, I grew up in Delran, I don't want to say I'm just Delran. But for this referral page here, I mean, heck, you should be like, I'm the Delran person. Right?
But how does that fit into my slogan?
Your number one Delran agent? Question?
You're saying to put that under slogan?
Slogan.
Okay. And what are you saying to put for the town? Like, what are you saying to put there?
Your number one agent, your top, your favorite, because you're not actually the number one agent.
I just put where quality service resides, but that's, is that not?
No, look at mine. Mine says the Apex agent. Has nothing to do with any specific town. But I have an actual slogan that I work. And so that's different. For right now, many people come into this beginner's class and they go, I don't have a slogan, I haven't even given that a minute's worth of thought. So for right now, put your number one Delran agent. And if in time you decide you want to say, my slogan is, I don't know, Sally Gets Some Soul, change it. So, we've saved everything. Okay, let me know, give me a thumbs up after we've saved.
I have a question in regards to specialties.
Shoot.
What about the ones that, like, it's not your specialized area yet, but you do want to learn those areas, or can you put those in there now?
I could say that my specialties are, cooking Chinese food. Doesn't have to be about real estate. Just know that the people viewing this are other agents looking for a referral. And like I said, the referral market is not like, it's not like there are people out there every single day searching this for your little specialty area. Okay? Now, all right, I'll take that back. There are people out there searching every day for this stuff, but if you think that referrals from other agents around the country or even within the state are going to be a source of your business, you need to work that source of business. the blind luck referral is not a way to build business. What I'm talking about entering your stuff in here is if in case someone like myself goes and searches for an area that they don't know, they'll feel more comfortable at least interviewing you, the person who has all their stuff, saying, I'm a local neighborhood expert in X town. All right, so after we've saved, we're gonna go, it's gonna bring us right back here, and we're gonna go to city service areas. We're gonna click add service areas. Let me know if you get an error screen that looks like this.
Got it.
Got it.
Oh,
What do yours do?
oh, add service areas.
All right, so everybody got the same error screen. This can sometimes be fixed by changing your browser. It can sometimes be fixed by changing the network that you're on. So if you just go log in and try the same thing at home, probably will come up correctly. And the reason why I asked you to save before clicking that is because once you click it, it's hard to get back to just the regular screen. And this is worth 5%. So if, say you don't have a headshot and you don't have your city service areas, the best you're gonna be at is 85%. So
That's something we have to do at home?
you can do that at home, or you can pull up a different browser right now. If you have a different browser and log in to the same system, and
I'm just trying to, Internet Explorer didn't work.
that didn't work either, try Firefox.
No, I do, that's what I was on.
That's what you were
That's what
originally
I
on?
was originally on, yeah.
Then you're probably best off trying it at home.
I'm trying to get my Firefox.
Yeah, I can't
It's not
upload a
worth the time
picture.
right now to go into it. All right,
So you're saying when we get that error message and we're stuck at 85 now, what last two things do we have to do?
you'd either try it on a different network, right? So right now you're on a public network, or you could try changing browsers, right?
So those two last things will get you to the 100.
So where are you at right now?
85,
85.
right.
You're missing an image and you're missing city service areas.
Is it bad to be, like, to not have that on? We can't get it on?
I mean, nothing's terrible. There are people here who do 25 million a year in business, and their profile is at, 43%. I think that personally, that, like I said, if you have a unique name, and somebody Googles you, it's better to have a more set up looking page than it is to have picture link that doesn't go anywhere, like, it's ridiculous. And we have a free mobile app that's personally branded. All that personally branded information comes from the profile page. So if you're going to share your mobile app like I do, okay, you don't want it to be pulling up stuff and people are like, oh, I don't, doesn't show your picture, doesn't say anything about you, none of that stuff. All right, so for right now, does anybody have any questions? If you were to go home and try to do this yourself, if you don't, are you at 100%?
No, because I gotta get the city service areas, which it's not
Yeah.
letting me do here. This loss mitigation, is that gonna?
No, loss mitigation,
Okay.
no.
Then, as soon as I get that done, it should be at 100%.
Okay, so let's go back to our main page, okay? And then, if you haven't done it, refresh this page. Yeah, question?
So when we do have access to this for
Yeah.
city service areas,
Just type in the towns that you're gonna work, or you can just generic it with Camden County, Burlington County.
Oh, okay.
It's ultra simple, literally, the page it takes you to is just gonna have like a blank type screen, and it's just gonna say add city service, and If you just type in Haddonfield, enter, it sucks in Haddonfield. If you just type in Camden County, enter, you'll take that. It's really ultra simple, but
And you can
unfortunately,
put several in there?
you can put 40 in there if you
Okay.
want. But remember, the person looking for that referral doesn't, if you put 40 towns in there, they're not gonna believe that you're really the neighborhood expert in those 40 towns, right? You're better off, if you really know Haddon Heights, you're better off saying, I know Haddon Heights, Haddon Township, Audubon. Because if they go look on a map, they go, oh, okay, there's Haddon Heights, and right next to it is Haddon Township, and then Audubon. It's much more believable than, I know Haddon Heights, I know Mantua, I know Washington Township, I know, Mullica Hill, I know Medford. Because they go look at a map, they're like, oh, does this person work all of South Jersey? I mean, I do, but, you know. Okay. So let's profile 100%. Now we're going to move into our websites, all right? Almost all of your business, I'll call it 95% of everything you want to do at this company or this office happens right here. Between this little line and this little line. The E-Edge control panel is where your business life is located. Okay? What do I mean by that? If you're driving new leads to the site, new leads. Your database, my contacts. Your website setup and marketing, my marketing. Your webmail. Now, we'll go and I'll explain that webmail and Gmail are two different things as of right now. I think they're going to be integrating, but for right now, this is, if somebody were to go to your E-Edge website and message you through that, okay, it comes here. My transactions, this is .loop. Was anybody here for the .loop class? Right? So this, my transactions, it's where the paperwork gets done. All right? So we used to have a folder full of paperwork and turn it into the office at certain times. Now we're all electronic. So even if you're like myself and you still bring paperwork out to clients to have them hand sign, I only bring one copy. I bring one copy, I have them hand sign it, I bring it back to the office, I scan it in, and I enter it into the .loop system. Okay? My action plans, this is literally a spot, and I'm very bad at this, of using this, but it's a great tool for systemization for a new agent. Meaning, you take a new listing, you can go into my action plans and say, I took a new listing, and you can set up, a preset action plan. It has some templates that you can, modify. So let's say you take a new listing. There are certain steps that you have to go through, okay? And there are certain dates in which things have to be done by. So you can go and create an action plan for your new listing, and then literally go through and say, oh, I need to have the pictures ordered by today. I need to put stuff into trends by this date. I need to, have blah, 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 all right?
Is that connected to your .loop task?
No.
No.
This is literally like, when it says my tasks, that's all it's doing is it's a task reminder
You're
checklist.
just putting that in.
Yeah. It's a to-do list for things that you can create. I don't take as good advantage of it.
You can do that
Because
on
I'm-
.loop too though, right?
No, like on .loop, that's where you enter the paperwork.
Yeah, but can't you do tasks to do? Like,
You can, but this one is much
Order.
more intricate. I mean, like, with what you can add and the pings that you can get of reminders, the My Action Plan section is quite good. And like I said, I don't use it to its fullest potential. But like right now, I'm at the point in my business where I'm systematizing everything I'm doing. And so, like, I'm literally making like a binder that I could say, if somebody's brand new in the business, I could Like, you go work for a Fortune 500 company, first day is orientation, you know what I mean? And an HR person walks out and says, all right, let's hit this checklist to make sure that you do everything. That's the hardest part about real estate. Is you walk in and you're like, I got my license. Everybody's like,
Good.
all right, good luck. And you're like,
What do I do?
all right, what happens next? Okay? And that's my thing. When I bring a new agent onto my team, I want to be able to say, see this first 100 days? This is the first 100 days of your life with us. And if you don't test out, your day 101 will not be with us. You know, you have to run your business like a business, okay? That's the beauty of this company versus others. They're allowing you here to run your own business, all right? Through lead generation, through team structures, through the cap structure, okay? You can build your own business. But a big part of that is having plans and systems in place. And for an individual new agent, my action plans can really help out with that. But for right now, I want to get you guys set up on your websites. So we're going to go to My Marketing. Okay? I'm going to click the plus sign here. Go to the drop-down menu. See all the different stuff you can do within My Marketing. Create marketing materials, manage and create campaigns. So within this right here, you can create a drip campaign. You know, say you have 200 people on your contact list and you want them to receive an 8-email once a week drip campaign. You know, you're clicking the plus sign here, you can go to manage and create campaigns. All right. Market my listings. You can use their own marketing tools here for your listings. I personally use other tools, but for somebody who's just getting their start, like when I first started, I would click market my listings and print out their templates, you know? But for right now, we're going to go to Manage eEdge website. Everybody has 2 websites, okay? And I'll cover this as quickly as possible. Everyone has 2 websites. An eAgency website and an eEdge website. There used to be just one website, the eAgency website. If you go look at your eAgency website, you'll notice it looks like a website that was built in 1993. Like when you first logged on to Prodigy, you'd be like, oh, hey, website, it's terrible looking. It's very functional, highly functional. And it's so highly functional that the basis of the web app is actually built more off eAgency than it is off eEdge. Your eEdge site is much more of a web 2.0 or 2000 look. I feel like it has just a better user interface, right? Especially when searching properties. So this is why we get everybody set up on the Manage eEdge website, okay? So we're going to click Manage eEdge website. Everything going okay with the camera? You need me to look into it? Give it a good hello. All right, everybody at this page? Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot over and click My Account. And once we're at My Account, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, all the way. And there's going to be a spot to enter your images, okay? This one, I feel like it works good on Safari. You know, if you're having any trouble with it, you could always switch to Mozilla, but you have to enter your headshot, website image, and marketing image. All right? Where you entered your headshot for your profile, that is a totally different website than this. So we're entering our headshot in these two spots, website image and marketing image. So this
How
is,
are we doing that? Do we just click on it?
yeah, if you just click edit, upload, you know, ultra simple. Grab the image right off your computer, upload it. Now we're looking here, all right, so once we have our images set up there, we're going to scroll back up here where it says edit. Everybody here at this point? Still loading your images?
I'm probably gonna have to wait.
If you have trouble loading your images, I'll help you with it after class on my
Yeah,
computer.
but I don't even, my stuff isn't even.
That's okay.
Probably my flash drive, that's
We'll look into it after. We're going to scroll up here where it says edit. We're going to click edit. We're going to scroll back up top. And I want you guys to make sure that your phone numbers are entered correctly. Because they look a bit wonky when they're originally put on the site. It's just like the numbers are entered in, like no dashes, no whatever. So for phone numbers, put in your mobile or and office, you know, put in the correct parentheses around your area code, just format it correctly. And then when you're done, obviously you're going to scroll back down and click save.
So you don't have designations there? Title, license, you have that all blank?
No, I left it all blank because it's not like anybody's like, you know, I don't drive any traffic to the front page of my website anyway. I drive all the traffic to a preset search on the page, or to the actual search, or to an actual house. I never drive traffic to my front page. I have the front page looking basic. You know, the basic look is a good look, but I have the front page looking basic so that in case someone starts clicking around, it looks okay, but, you know, really, if I'm driving traffic, I'm not driving it to the front page. All right, so can I get a thumbs up if everybody's good? Yeah? So I want you just to go into general info real quick, just to double check. This should be company name, office address, not home address. Does anybody need to change that, or are we all good with the,
I'll need just a minute to,
I gotta change that.
1814 Route 70 East? Remember the office address and the office phone number. There's about 9 billion pieces of paper, which you'll fill out over the course of your career, that are going to ask you for the office address.
I got a crazy question.
Yes.
Because my PA license is actually at a Delaware office. So I'm trying to remember both addresses, but everything comes to this office.
So just put this office up.
Okay. I didn't know if I had to keep doing the Delaware office or,
No, I'd just say, you know, just put all this stuff here. I mean, this office is owned by the Delaware company.
okay. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to do anything I wasn't supposed to.
At least I'm pretty sure it is. Well, I know it's the same guys, but, so why don't you guys give me a thumbs up when you're you're good with this. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. You good? All right. 4, all 4. So next is a little tip. I want you to go to activity alerts. Okay? I want you to click, right now, most of you probably just have an email address or something set up in here, okay? Delete the email address, okay, over here in the delete section. See where the cursor is, this little red button? Delete the email address. Once you've deleted, I want you to add your cell phone number.
To put that there, right?
Yep.
Okay, right.
So it will come up as an email, I'm sorry?
No, delete this email alert out. You want to have, you want to be subscribed down here, okay? But for this, you just want a text. And here's what you're essentially doing, okay? If you have contacts in your database, okay, or some random person, lead capture, whatever, has gone into your database, and they visited your website, okay, the next day you get an email from Market Leader saying, you know, a daily summary of the contacts that visited your website. So if I'm working with 10 buyers and I know that they're on alerts for listings that they're looking for, right? And I see that so-and-so actually clicked through that and visited the website, I can contact them and say, hey, which one of the properties that was sent to you yesterday sparked your interest, right? Or if I got them on alerts and 2 weeks go by and I see they never clicked through, or even 1 week goes by and I see they never clicked through, I can call and say, hey, are you getting them? Do I need to send them to a different email address? Are you getting them and this is not what you thought you'd be getting? Is this, you know, this is post-buyer's consultation, right? And obviously, if it's a random lead that just I drew in offline, off another website, but online, I can also see if that random lead is revisiting over and over again. Why we do the text message, okay? This is very important. If you're doing lead capture online, if you're driving people to your website, right, and they enter their information, you get a text message. Did anybody just get a text when they entered that in? All right. You get a text? Oh, wow. Did you do it?
Well, I did it.
You did it previously?
On my own.
Okay. See, the reason why I want to mention this text now is because I want you to save that number.
It's email.
Yeah, save that contact in your phone. And I want you to, as call this lead. You will get that message from the same phone number. So if somebody enters their information into my website, I get a text immediately from call this lead. So I know when I look down at my iPhone and I see I've got a text from call this lead, I'm like, all right, I got something going on here. The first time that they enter something, you'll get a text that just says, Jimmy Dugan signed up for your website, all right? You will also get a second text if they enter any more than just name and email. Like they have to enter name and email to sign up. If they enter phone number, you get a second text. And the second text has the phone number in it. So if I got 2 texts, I know that a contact has entered some really solid information. And since I'm getting that text immediately, what do I want to do? Call. Because they're still on my website. So if I get the text, and I'm sitting here at the office, I will bounce right out of a training class wherever. Call that number back. Hi, scribbled name that you didn't enter correctly. It's George Kelly. I see you're on my website. What can I help you with? Most of the time they are extremely freaked out that they received an immediate call. But this is where scripts and dialogue come in, that you learn them, you work them, you memorize them, and when somebody calls, you can get the information that they're looking for.
Can I ask a really, this might be a dumb question, but I don't know the answer, so, what website is that?
What website is what?
That they're putting that information, like what is,
This is what,
That's
we're
our-
building this website right now.
that's what we're building?
Yep.
Okay.
It's your personal,
This is your
Website.
personal Keller Williams real estate website.
Okay, and as much as I put that out there, that's where people are gonna get it? Okay.
it's
Yes.
on your cards,
It's on your everything.
listings, everything.
Gotcha.
I tell people this all the time, all right? I want you to remember this, okay? Most people in this business, they have what I call the field of dreams syndrome when it comes to websites, all right? What's the tagline of that movie?
If you build it,
If you build it, they will come, okay? People think, I build a website, they come to me, you know, see me in the office 2 weeks later, and they're like, yo man, I got my website all set up, haven't gotten a single lead yet. I'm like, who have you shared it with? Nobody. I'm like, what? Nobody's gonna find it. You're one of 1 billion websites. You know, you're one of 50 billion websites. The correct line is, if you build it and market the ever-living shit out of it, they will come. Right? Sorry, didn't mean to swear.
Should have rated R on the.
Yeah,
YouTube
this is
caption.
rated, yeah. MA-17 for language and sexual content. But that's the thing. You need to market this. All right? Through Facebook. I mean, I'll show you an example real quick. So I help out another agent here with her Facebook, okay? This is her business page, okay? Stunning pictures of the home. Check out our stunning new listing at 121 West Mount Vernon Ave, okay? And then what is this? That's the URL to this specific property on her eEdge website. So then, we run an ad in this town promoting this post, okay? And we just finished that ad yesterday. It was seen, it had an impression count of about 16,000 impressions among 2,300 people, okay? She spent $16. Ran in Haddonfield, Princeton, and 4 cities in the main line.
where,
Where in the main line?
newspaper or what?
On Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So we ran this this post as a Facebook ad among those targeted areas, and she got that amount of impressions, and then she paid approximately, she got 15 clicks through to her website from this. She paid approximately $1 per click, okay? And then pennies per impression, fractions of pennies per impression, okay? So, if you want to impress a client with spending only an extra $15, all right, you can take them and say, hey, here's what we put out there. This is why we take professional photography, okay? We put this out there. We ran it in XYZ town. We targeted XYZ demographics, XYZ age range. We had this amount of unique viewers. We had this amount of impressions. You don't have to tell them I spent $15. You could say, and we captured 14 people through to inquire about more information. Okay? And if people like it or comment on it, you get more organic views because then their friends might see Jane Doe commented on this post. So for that $15, you can get likes, views of the home, traffic driven to your website, and a really great tool to share with your client.
And that's a whole separate class, how to do ads on Facebook.
That's Wednesday night. See, it's a little more intricate than build a business page.
When's the next time you're doing it? Can't, when's?
I just did it at this class, this past, I'll probably do it again in 4 months, 5 months, something like that. This month, this class is on blogging. So, back to why we do activity alerts, because if I'm running an ad like that and I'm driving traffic to my website and one of those people sign up, I want to be able to call them. That is why this is so important. All right, so everybody's set up there. Let's go over to this third tab that actually says website. And let's take care of some of the easy stuff first. So let's scroll down to listing search fields. Everybody see this? Listing search fields.
And this is under website.
Website, listing search fields. So your site will hopefully look just like this when it's done. All right? And what we're doing right now is if somebody clicks the Buy tab, listing search fields makes this look different, right? So, notice, I have open houses, schools, subdivisions here. Let's click down here, subdivision, open houses, schools. If I wanted to add days on website, senior housing, and I click save, senior housing, days on website are added. All right? Everything that is checked, your client could potentially search for. Everything that is unchecked, they could not search for on your website. Some might say, why wouldn't I just check everything? Because you really don't work with everything. Why are you, I really feel like you're targeting specific people with your ads, you're driving specific traffic to places. Why are you giving people a big old generic list then? Choices are not good, all right? When it comes to website traffic, you want them funneled down to a specific, this is what I want. So not clicking every single thing here is not always the best answer. Yes?
Which one am I supposed to be on?
You are going to be on listing search fields under the website tab.
Okay. And,
So notice I have single family home, condo, multiple mobile. Although I could take mobile homes off because I don't sell any mobile homes. Rental properties, multifamily. I really feel like, to me, residential income, if I'm allowing people to search by listing type, resale, bank owned, short sale, and rentals, bless you, then residential income, they're gonna find it anyway, I don't have commercial because I don't work with commercial. I don't spend my time, energy, or money driving traffic to this for commercial real estate. Same thing. Land, lots, that's not my thing, but for yourself, you're working with investments, you definitely want residential income, land, lots, auction properties, okay? air conditioning, garage, waterfront, barn equestrian, master on main. The only thing that I feel like in South Jersey here, you never really have to click is view. I don't know anybody who's moving to Stratford for the view. I mean, I love the little town, but there's no view anywhere. So, we save this, and like I said, tailor this to what you think the traffic that you're driving to this site might be using. Gotta get a thumbs up when everybody's done? Yeah? Yeah? Question?
For me, you said farms and ranch.
No, I said residential income, lot, land, acreage. If you're working with investors, an auction, and make sure you click save at the bottom. If you don't save it, it doesn't change it. All right. Communities served. Communities served. This is our next spot. This one, I want you all to follow along exactly with what I'm doing, because this one is the most time consuming. Not hard, time consuming. Okay? So is everybody where I'm at here? Community served? Got a head nod, head nod? You good? All right. This community served on the left-hand side here is this. Community served on the left-hand side of your site, okay? You do not need to list every town in South Jersey. I feel like to make your website look good, you need 5 to 7. If you want to go over that, you can take the time to go over that. But for right now, each and every one of you are going to input at least 5. Okay? So, you guys notice how all my things here are typed with a capital, right? On the next page, when we click Add Community, I want to make sure that you're capitalizing your communities, because if you capitalize one and don't capitalize the next one, this literally shows up. If you misspell something here, all right, it will show up on your website as misspelled. So whatever you're doing in formatting right here, you got to do it the same for every town. So we're going to click Add Community. And then here it says Name of Community. All right? So the first one I want everybody to do, since you're here in this office, is Cherry Hill. Obviously, if Cherry Hill is going to be on your business card, I don't care if you're not going to farm Cherry Hill or not going to do any of that stuff, you should at least have Cherry Hill on your website. Now, how many zip codes does Cherry Hill have? 3. 08002, 3, and 34. So, we're going to list, right, Cherry Hill. And then below, we're going to go 08002, and then select it. 08003, select it. 08034, select it. If your town only has one zip code, that's easier.
08034 is the last one?
Yep. If you're doing Washington Township, Sewell, Haddon Township, okay? These are just local areas around here that have 2, 3, 5 zip codes, okay? Cherry Hill is 08002, 08003, 08034. So, everybody's entered in all 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to scroll down. If you want to, I did not do this on any of mine, but if you want to, you could even write a little blurb about the town here. Okay? I did not do that for mine. If you wanted to, it's just extra time. For right now, I'm going to tell you to go past that and go down to this map. All right. For the map here, we're going to zoom out because, all right, for right now, obviously, the map is set on Cherry Hill, right? But for the next couple towns that we're going to enter, it's not going to be auto set to Cherry Hill. It's not like I type it up top and the map auto sets it to Cherry Hill. This is just sort of where it's auto set for right now because you're in this office. So I want you to zoom out just to get a feeling for it. Okay? You see how the map now shows over Cherry Hill, right? No matter what town you enter in your subsequent towns, you need to find it on the map and zoom in on it. All right? I don't know why my screen's jumping up like that. But see how my map is over Cherry Hill here? We're going to scroll up here and click Add Center. Everybody see where the mouse is? Add Center. So we all have this little red pin, right? No? Click Add Center. Ah, there we go. Red pin shows up when you click Add Center. We're scrolling down here. Does everybody have a community info URL here? All right. Click Create URL. And notice that where this pin was located on the map, okay, it pulls up the nearest Wikipedia page for where that pin is located on the map. So, if you're doing Cherry Hill, it's important that this pin is located over Cherry Hill, because when I go to click Create URL, and if I'm over here, it will change, right? So it's important that your pin is over top. Now, some towns are not preset in this because they're more, not so much a specific town on a map as they are just what we call an area, you know what I mean? But they usually do have Wikipedia pages. So if you go and drop this pin over an area in Washington Township, it might come up with a Wikipedia page for Turnersville, Blackwood, Sewell, depending on where you drop the pin, right? You can then always go back to Wikipedia, find the Washington Township URL, and drop it in here. You could also just type in Washington Township right here and set it Mount Laurel, and it'll do all the same thing. And then we're going to click Save. And now you have one town, right? So, I've got all these towns up here. I want you guys to add at least 4 more right now before we move on. And here's all the zip codes. All right, in case you wanted to use some of these same towns. And if you don't know the zip code to a town, let me know and I'll pull one up for you real quick. Like Medford is 08055. But if you notice, I pretty much stuck with mine to Camden County, except I added Washington Township for example purposes, because Washington Township has 6 different zip codes. So during this downtime, do you want to do a dance or something, or? Sure.
Quick question with
Yeah.
Philadelphia, because
That doesn't apply to me yet. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? That's quite idiotic. They're like, oh, I've read it, 4 times up to that section. I'm like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, there are concepts in the next couple sections after that you can run parallel to the first part. It's not like read till here. After you've reached a certain part in your career, can turn to the next page. I really feel like, if you're going book-wise though, read that one first, then read the one thing,
Okay.
then back to that one.
The one thing.
The one
Well, what
thing.
about the
The Millionaire Real Estate Investor?
yeah.
Yeah, if you're reading books and you want to read, and you're going to work with investors, Flip and The Millionaire Real Estate Investor are 2 essential readings. But if you're like 99% of the other agents, right, Matt?
What's that?
Millionaire Real Estate Agent book first,
First, second, and third.
then the one thing,
Yes.
then back to the Millionaire Real Estate Agent.
There's
And-
also a book that George recommends that he's not gonna say because he's the Keller Williams instructor.
Yeah.
I'm not today. A book called Good to Great.
Good to Great.
Phenomenal book.
Good
It's-
to great.
Yes, but it's much more of a business book, so you will fall asleep reading it.
It's a mindset book.
Yes. It's a book very much based on hiring, building, what builds successful companies that last. For right now though,
Red book.
Red Book.
Right.
So, after we've entered our list areas, okay, our community served, I want you guys to go to Site Images.
This is under books.
Yeah, still on our website. Site Images. Then under agency logo here, I want you to click Edit and select an agency logo.
Agency logo.
Yep. So let me know when you guys have done that.
So,
Click Edit. It says Update your current site logo. You can select any one of these Keller Williams logos here. Select it, click Save. If you have any problems with it, you can select it, drag it off your screen, save it as an image, upload it as an image, and it'll go through.
you just said we could pick any.
You can pick any one of them. And remember, whatever you select, this is your website logo, so whatever image you select is going to end up being right here. You change it by mood. Say I'm gonna be red one day, black one day, white one day. I'm gonna be the old squiggly logo one day. All right, let me know after it's saved. If you have a problem with saving it or it gives you an error message, let me know. I've been having more and more issues with this stupid little tabs. Yeah, like it shouldn't be taking that long, but, all right, click cancel. Click add again. Select the image you want. Now I want you to take that image and see if you can save it. Here is the next image that you'll work with, but we'll do that after class, because for some reason, you used to, when you click Site Banner, there used to be images you could select from. Now there's no more images to select from. I don't know why, but luckily, I have this beautiful home image from when I first loaded this onto my computer, saved onto my computer. So after class, we'll make sure that it's uploaded onto all yours. Okay. So, we are now going to, is everybody at this point right now? Everybody give me a thumbs up or a question? Yes? Question?
I hit save after selecting the logo, but it's,
Gave you an error?
I just get continuous.
Continuous? Okay, we'll work on that as soon as the whole group type filming class is done. I don't want to make them film the one-on-ones. So, let's real quick, after we're done this, I want you to click My KW back up top here. My KW, get back to the main screen. Whenever you want to get back to the main screen, you click My KW. And then I want you to go over and click on My Marketing, the plus sign. So you see where my mouse is here? My Marketing. Okay? We're going to go to Manage eAgency website. And if you want to title this part in your notes, you can title this as Mobile App Setup. So like I said, your mobile app is run through the eAgency setup, all right?
Sorry, so you clicked under
So I'll
My
go.
Marketing.
Yeah, here, I'll go back to
under the
it.
edge, My Marketing.
All right.
That's okay.
We're on the main part, right?
Uh-huh,
My Marketing, we click the plus sign.
right?
Then Manage eAgency website, it's the bottom one.
Okay.
Once we do this, this is really just setup. Once we do this, you're not going to be going back in and doing it again. All right, so we're going to click on 4.0. Click 4.0. And then the drop-down menu comes up, and we're going to click 4.5, Mobile Property Search. All right? And for almost all of you here, since you're brand new, it will just say Select Market Center, so select Cherry Hill. And you'll see all this other info pop up. Everybody see that? Right? Then I want you to, under Mobile App Service Area, okay, put down whatever you want to show up at the bottom of your app. It will default as serving all of Cherry Hill, because you're with the Cherry Hill office. But whatever you change it to here, serving all of South Jersey. If you're an agent that specializes just in Morristown, you're going to say, you know, serving all of Morristown, or whatever. You could even put your slogan here. Instead of serving all South Jersey, you could put, your #1 Morristown agent. And that way when you share it all with your friends in Morristown, when they're pulling it up, it says, George Kelly, your #1 Morristown agent. But there's a limit to the characters of how much you can put in. So you can't like write your whole bio there, okay? And after that's done, I want you to make sure that this is clicked yes, all right? It's probably already pre-clicked. And then click Save.
My QR code is blank, is that?
Let's see. It's not blank, you just don't have some sort of plugin that's going to show it there. No, when are you ever going to share a QR code? Exactly.
There's the, yes.
Yep. Make sure it's click yes, and then click Save. And I want you to go to your App Store on your phone, and you can do this now too.
I'm gonna upgrade my phone this week.
All right. Go to the App Store on your phone, and I want you to download this app. KW Realty app,
I think I got it already.
okay? KW Realty app.
The dramatic moment.
Yeah, just to go through the process. Keller Williams Realty, yeah. All right, everybody let me know when it's downloaded onto your phone. We got 1, 2. You got it back here on your phone?
I haven't been there.
All right, so our goal is to make it so that, you want to zoom in on the phone itself? So when you tap it, it pulls up your information. All right, so that it's branded at the bottom with George Kelly serving all of South Jersey. All right, so I'll show you guys real quick again. The whole point of this is that when somebody opens it up, right? Watch, when they open it, your headshot, your name,
All right, well, how do we get
and
that?
everything will pop up immediately, okay? That's the goal here.
Okay.
So, you're going to go into the app for the first time. It's going to say, so select, read terms of use. Once you're past that, I want you to click Not Now under Enter Agent Code. All right?
What did you say?
I said click Not Now. On,
Oh, on that.
yeah, we're working on our phones right now, so you're into the app, and then there's going to be a thing there that says Find Agent or Search for Agent. You can scroll through these sections here. Okay?
Agent search.
Agent search and search for yourself. Have you found yourself? All right. Once your own personal profile comes up, select it. See where it says Make This My Agent? Select that. And your app, as long as you click OK there, will be connected with you. Question?
Where you put in the name of the agent? Because I got the My Agent, Save Search, Share App.
You're already connected with yourself. You've
Oh.
already done this.
Oh, okay.
All right, you said.
Agent search. You've already connected with yourself, so you're good. All right, so once you're connected with yourself, all right, there's a reason why we put all that profile information in, because it's going to pull up your picture, it's going to pull up your name, and if they go and they click the agent, information, they're going to see your info. Okay? Now, as soon as you search, or as soon as you share this with someone, okay, and they download it from the App Store, they are automatically connected with you as their agent. If anyone else shares your app, they are connected with you.
So how do you share your
As
app?
long as they are initially connected with you, that chain will continue, okay? So, there's a spot that says
Share.
Share App. And a phone number will come up, or a spot to enter a phone number. And you'll text someone, okay? And they'll receive a text message saying, George Kelly has asked you to to use his mobile app. And they click a link, it would take them to the App Store, or it would take them to like a mobile, actually it'll take them to a mobile website first that will say, download from the App Store or Android, Google Play, and they'll tap whichever one, and then it'll take them right to that app within their store. As soon as they download it, they're connected with you. Okay? So, you meet people at an open house, right? Here's this thing I do at an open house. I say, oh, what'd you find the open house on? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say Zillow or Realtor.com, right? Maybe Trulia. You're going to say, oh, that app is terrible. Let me show you something that works a lot better around here. And then you say, what's your number? You're literally standing face to face with them. What's your number? I'm just going to share it with you right now. And you text them right there on the spot. And you say, you show them, you say, this doesn't save your number in my phone, it's just going to send you the link. Next thing you know, now a random person at an open house is using your mobile app. If you're like myself, and instead of carrying around MLS sheets, okay, on showings, I carry around a 3G iPad, and I use my KW app when I'm showing, okay? And people will always say, the first time you go out with them, what's that, right? Because they have a really cool iPad app based on the same thing, and I say, oh, this is our KW search app. Much better than going off of those, much more detailed information. You can say whatever you want. Sell it. And they'll say, can I get that? And if they don't say it, you say, you want to be able to access this too? Yes. Share. Okay? You could run a Facebook ad, sending people. You could run a Facebook ad on mobile only, sending people to the landing page to download your connected app. So, let's just say 100 random people are out there and they're searching with your app. Whenever they want to see something and they click contact an agent, if they're looking at a Berkshire Hathaway home, okay, they're not contacting the Berkshire Hathaway agent. They do that on the Realtor.com mobile app, they're contacting that agent. They do it on the Zillow app, they're contacting, more than likely some paid Zillow person. But if you get 100 people to search on your app, now the only person that they're contacting is you. Doesn't matter the home they select, the person they're contacting about that home is you.
Is the app good for not just iPhone, could Android?
Yeah, Android, iPhone, iPad, anything basically built on either Google or Apple's systems. I don't see many people walking around being like, can I put that on my Kindle? But a lot of people have, Samsung Galaxy tabs or whatnot. So we've got your profiles up to 100%. We're going to have your websites up to ready to go to share with the world. Okay? You have your mobile apps. That concludes the Saturday morning beginners class. Okay? I'll help you guys each out individually afterwards. So thanks for the filming. And then, of course, you guys have any, if you have any questions, I usually stay until 12:30 and just answer. Do you have any questions about anything we went over here? Personally, professionally?
How's that?
You need a boyfriend, help finding that special mate? I'm a matchmaker, I do whatever.
The logo, the KW logo,
Mm-hmm.
it was,
All right, so here's what I want you to do with the KW logo. You're into your Manage Edge. Under website,
Website,
right? Site images.
site images.
And I want you to click edit here. See on the screen, big screen?
Okay.
All right.
I got add, it does say add. Okay,
All right.
now,
So you're in here, right? Select the image you want. And then once it's up here, I don't want you to click save.
okay,
All right, so are you at that point?
at that point.
I want you now to save this image. So click on this, right click on this, and click
Right-click.
Save Image to Desktop.
Save image.
Make sure-
Desktop.
You need to do this too, right?
I think so.
All right, let's make sure you're back there.
Well, I'm still doing that, so I have.
Okay.
Should be something like that.
Not yet.
Now you said to.
All right. Close out of that. Close out of that. Go back to this. Click cancel. Yes. Site images. Scroll down. Desktop. I want you to click Choose File. And select that image off your desktop. And it's there. It's a little workaround. There you go. It's open. And it's there. Scroll down. There you go. All right. Next question.
Anything for the banner?
Yeah, I'll need to do individually with each person.
Okay.
Come on, guys, you've got 18 minutes. I'll answer whatever question you want. Don't
I can't, I
hold
still
back.
can't get my, my image of my profile. It says about Java.
All right, I want you to email me your image at georgekelly@kw.com. All one word, georgekelly@kw.com. If you want me to help you upload your image to your website, email me that image right now to georgekelly@kw.com.
Well, mine is on my website, it's just, I was having a problem with the profile thing.
Yes, I can help you out with that real quick. Do you have the image on your computer?
Yeah. So for the profile, where does that image go? It just goes in,
Well, it's going to show up on your phone, on your mobile app,
okay.
and
George Kelly.
George Kelly, KELY@KW.com. And I will show you. So if you just so if somebody Googled George Kelly, Keller Williams, the first hit, right? And all that stuff you loaded on your profile,
Oh, okay.
visit my website, find me on Facebook, blog, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn. Here's my bios, here's my specialties. Your slogan.
Now, if you ended up wanting to, I guess, create another website to go with this, how would you recommend?
Creating another website to go with this.
Yeah, because I'm actually starting to steer more into commercial, real estate, and when I originally set up the, email address, it was homes, by, Christopher Bum, and he was gonna,
Okay, so do you want to set up a domain, or do you want to build a whole separate website?
the honest question, I don't know, what would be best?
I would say, all right, for the people who want, like, notice, the actual title of my website, the actual web page, my URL is georgekelly.kwrealty.com. For most of you, your website, you probably entered your first name and last name also. Your website's probably first name, last name, .kwrealty.com. That's your starter URL, right? You would go to GoDaddy, buy a domain name, and then within GoDaddy, it will say, forward your domain name, and you would say, yes, I want to forward my domain name permanently to georgekelly.kwrealty. Now, don't send your own domain names there, and you could if you want, send whoever you want to my site. But, if your website is Sally Smith at .kwrealty.com, and you go buy the domain name Sally Sells New Jersey, right, .com, and it's on your business cards, and it's on your Facebook, and it's whatever, that's what you want to brand yourself, right? So you buy that domain name and you forward Sally Sells New Jersey.com to sallysmith.kwrealty.com. All right? So that means if anybody types that into a URL, or if anybody searches that link or clicks through that link somewhere else,
So it would forward it to that one.
yes.
Okay.
All right? So that's the key. Don't buy your domain name through the KW's domain name store. All right? I promote a lot of KW stuff, but that is crud. Go through GoDaddy, buy your domain name, find a discount code online, save 50% on your domain, spend $6 on it, and then forward it to here. So this way you can have a professional domain name on your business cards if you would like. But remember, it's about promotion, right? You could put georgekelly.kwrealty.com on all your business cards, okay? Because a business card doesn't drive traffic to a website. Maybe if you hand out a ton of them, somebody here and there will, oh, let me check this out. Maybe. Most of the time though, if you're handing out a business card, they're going to email you or call you off of that. All right? It's all about driving the traffic. You do that through a billion different sources.
Through the KW site, could you set up campaigns
Yep.
and capture,
Yep.
I forget what they call it.
So anytime, so let's say you're driving someone, your goal is to capture a lead online, right? You're here in your KW website, right? You do a search, right? Watch this. So Stratford, New Jersey, all property types, whatever. I'll say single family home, search. And here's a list of 42 homes sorted high to low in price, okay? So you can either drive people to this preset search by copy and pasting that URL somewhere, all right? Or I would never drive anyone to a home, specific home, that is not our listing, even though we have it on our websites because we have an IDX feed, right? I would never drive someone to this 19 Union home because, it's it's not our listing to really promote like that. You know what I mean? But let's just say there's a Keller Williams listing. Here, I'll go to mine. I'll just have a real cheap one on right now. It's not showing because it's under contract. Oh, do we see any Keller Williams
I
listings?
did, go down, I just saw one. There.
Oh, here we go.
And then-
So here's a Keller Williams listing, all right? I would go and find out who the listing agent is for this. I would contact them and say, can I promote your listing at 203 South Atlantic Ave? And this is, somebody listed this at KW Realty Atlantic Shore, so you're probably calling somebody down the shore and saying, can I promote this? So our company, you call the agent, give them a heads up, they're never gonna say no. But, let's say for example, they did allow you to promote this listing, all right? They see this one listing, okay? You highlight the URL, you drop that URL somewhere, somebody clicks on it from another website, and they go to here. Now they've already seen their one listing for free. If they go to see a second one, all right, they should be prompted to enter their information. So, if I have a listing in Medford and I put that link on Facebook, driving people to that specific listing within a search, right? And they go to see anything else, it'll say, to see more information on that home, you gotta give me your info. This is how people used to drive a ton of business through Craigslist. They can't do it like that anymore. A ton of business through Craigslist. They used to just say, Cherry Hill House, 133,000. And you would click on the ad, and it would be a link to every house under 133,000 in Cherry Hill, preset search, and then someone would click on it and go, oh, all right. And if they're clicking through the search, they're going to go, oh, let me see another one. When they go to click on the second one, say enter your info. And they're just sitting at work, so they enter their info because they want to see the rest of them. Can't do that anymore, though. But you can still drive plenty of traffic online. Next question.
Now, so what did you say about Craigslist? You just can't do it a certain way, but you can still.
You can't put a hyperlink into a Craigslist ad anymore.
Okay, but you still use Craigslist.
Yeah, if I have 10 listings, I'm posting those 10 listings to Craigslist because people can still call on those listings.
What about
You can
leads?
still put a text capture number in there or something. Your lead, the amount of, like, I used to be able to get 40 hits to a website a day and probably capture 10 names and 3 of them would enter phone numbers too. A day. So 3 phone numbered email leads every single day, all right? If you can't do good business off that, but unfortunately, like, I was only in the business for like 2 months before they changed it. I was like, gosh.
What about like Backpage.com?
Same, Backpage, Craigslist, whatever, those type of sites, if you can drop a hyperlink in there, then you can send people through. Craigslist now is pretty much just, you post a regular post, if someone likes the home, they'll contact you about it. You can always put the URL link in there, but you've got to say, for more information about this property, copy and paste this, and nobody does that. It's easy when it's just click, and now they're on your site. All right? What else?
You said you had other training videos? How do we get to those?
I'm creating those right now at home, right? But anything that you need education-wise, okay? Even if, like, let's say you're like myself and you started here while you were working another job, okay? And you couldn't attend the Ignite classes, all right? So you go to Education and then click KW University. And if you click Ignite, you can download the whole thing.
That was my question. Do we have to pay for those?
Mm-mm. Nope.
So just click on student and download?
Yep. Click on Student, download.
Why don't I have
It's so weird because like when I did that, it would just give me like the cover page and the back page. So I don't know, maybe it was the wrong thing.
I don't have it.
Scroll up a little bit. So Ignite, win with sellers, win with buyers. Under this agent section, there's some agent curriculum. Under leadership, there's stuff you can read. Now, books, you have to buy a book, okay? I mean, it's literally a book. But let's just say lead generation 3612-3. That's that's like the next course that we're going to be running here. Okay, right after Ignite, it's going to be 3612-3, and that's very simple. The goal is to close 36 transactions over a 12-month period using 3 hours of lead generation, 5 days a week. So you literally just go to student, and it downloads. And there's all these PDFs.
Yeah, mine.
So, you know, let's look at this one here. Power Sessions 10, lead conversion. Oh, sorry.
I might have to do stuff here, right, but, well, good luck tomorrow.
I mean, this is literally like a whole class.
Where did you find that? You hit, when I hit download, I hit student.
Yeah?
Should Firefox do open or save?
Oh, save.
So you're saying like if we have problems, do it through Firefox, do this through Firefox too?
No, you might just
And
be,
then- sorry.
I'm saying you might just be, whatchamacallit? Like, see how many different PDFs it opened up just, I mean, it downloaded just from when I opened up that one thing? Probably need to go down to these pages. It downloads a whole folder of material
Where is that?
to wherever your downloads from online go to on your computer. Like, I'm not sure how your computer's set up, that when you click download where it goes to. I mean, I'm sure if you just try to open up your files and there's probably a tab that says downloads.
Where?
Yeah. Search right here, just click that, type downloads. Oh, see that? Right there, like that.
Where is this one?
Yeah. Ignite. download?
Yeah.
Yep. See, that's the folder that
Thank you.
I mean, guys, this is literally like this is like college level courses on real estate. You know what I mean? Don't download this stuff and look at it and go, huh, way too much info here, I'm never gonna learn all this, and toss it to the side. You don't go to a college course and take it one night and you're expected to read the book, memorize it, and learn everything in one night, all right? Like if you have a 100-day plan for yourself and you go over lead generation 36-12-3, all right? You've got to stick on script and say, I'm going to be done this program within 60 days. And you do it a little bit at a time, learn it little by little, and at the end of your 60 days, you've gone through it. There's a reason why people take bold 3, 4, 5, 7 times. There's a reason why people take Recruit Select 5, 6, 7 times throughout their career. There's a reason why I went to the business planning clinic yesterday, taught by the same exact guy that taught it last year, right? Because going through it once is like, wow, okay. You go through it a second time, you pick up more, and a third time. It's like watching a movie or listening to a song. You learn a little bit more and more and more, but you can't get overwhelmed by the volume of how much stuff is here, right? And like my feeling is, you find what is within your business model to make money, and you plow into it. So, if you're somebody who's like, I don't work with buyers, I just work with sellers, and I'm just going to work with sellers, then why are you going to take why are you going to spend a lot of time reading the Win with Buyers course, right? Read the Win with Sellers and read it 8 times, you know? Grow your profit share tree, same thing. This is something that, I don't care if it's your first day here, or your first day in the business, or you're 10 years in, if you're with this company, and this is not an integral part of your career, you are missing out. You are seriously missing out on long-term income. Right? Does everybody understand the concept of profit share? Right?
I just checked on it, I think I made $115, and I've only been here since November.
Yeah, and who'd you bring? You brought how many people over?
2 directly underneath me, and then they got people off of them too.
Exactly. I have 5 right now, or 3, and then 2 more are getting out of real estate school, right? So one of them did $700,000 in sales in August, okay? On September 21st, I got an $891 check. Somebody else did $700,000 in sales. The next month, I get a $900 check. All right? What did I do? I mean, I spent a ton of time mentoring him to get to that point. But, like, if you can bring on people and make sure that they're successful, right? That's why whoever brought you here, all right, whoever has you coming to Keller Williams, I personally feel like it is their duty to help you succeed. And if they don't do that, that's their fault. Anybody who comes in under me, I spend a lot of time with them because I want to make sure that they have a successful start, that they're a producer, and that they have a good career, and that they understand the concepts of profit share, and I want them to do the same thing with the people they bring in too. Because over the course of a career, you know, let's not kid ourselves here. If one person can bring me a $900 check, okay, I want 50. I want 200. All right? That's the key. So that when you retire, all right, that's it. You retire and you're sitting back going, I'm getting a $5,000 check a month for the rest of my life because my downline is producing. Right? I know it sounds crazy, but like, the first person I brought on, I had only been in real estate, not at Keller Williams, in real estate for 6 months. I haven't even been doing this for 2 years, and I'm gonna have 5 people. Because it's part of my goals. I want 10 people a year. And if I can start getting 10 easily, that goal will go to 30. All right? So,
I have a question.
yeah,
I shared my app
yep.
with my mom, and she just texted me, and she said, I need your code to access Keller Williams.
No, if she just clicks,
Not now?
not now, she'll go through.
Does she have to search me?
Yeah, if she does it, it should be automatically connected with you as soon as she goes through. Even if she clicks not now, but she could always just go through, search you, and click make my agent the same way. All right, so I need to see Melissa real quick and Sonia just come up to the computer real quick.
Do we need it tomorrow?
Yeah. So we're pretty much done here, guys. But if